An immunity hearing for Bailey Marquette just wrapped up. Way 31's Jim Abbott now joins us live outside the Morgan County Courthouse. And Jim, what are the biggest takeaways from both the defense and the prosecution?
Tori, quite a few things to go through right there. As you mentioned, that immunity hearing is now finished for the night. All of the witnesses have been called. The defense has stopped. The state said all the witnesses they were going to call. The offense already did. A couple of things, as you mentioned there, the four witnesses, the tow truck driver, two of the officers who were there that night with Officer Marquette, and the Aaliyah agent who was in charge of the investigation. Both of the officers who testified today said that there was no doubt that it was Steve Perkins who was the aggressor that night. But that Aaliyah agent, Jamie King, said that in his background, the way that the officers were set up at Steve Perkins' house that night is not the way that you would set up if you were simply there to keep the peace. That Perkins could not have possibly known that police were even there until they yelled out to him as he was coming across the lawn, and that was just seconds before the shots were fired. By the way, in the last hour, the judge did agree with the state that that the defense for Marquette cannot admit that compilation video, which is the body cam video and video from neighbors from across the street. The state saying that it seemed to heavily favor Marquette and didn't really represent what was going on there. So here's where it stands right now. Both sides will come back tomorrow morning and they will give their legal arguments. They're citing case law. The judge says he has some cases as well to go over, about 20 in all. He does not expect to make a ruling tomorrow. He also wants to go over all of the video as well. He also made it very well known to everybody who was in the courtroom that he's not messing around to make sure that this is a fair hearing, that anyone who disrupts the hearing tomorrow, he will stop it down and make sure that they arrest anyone who disrupts the hearing and charge them with a criminal B misdemeanor. It all gets started back here at the Morgan County Courthouse at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and of course, we will be here. Live in Decatur with coverage you can count on, Jim Abbott, Way 31 News.